So this morning, apparently, this is I don't even know what day it is. I know it's Thursday. Is it the 24th, 25th, 26th of August 2021? Today, in the news, we were told that there was a terrorist attack in Afghanistan and 12 U.S. military service people were killed. Not good. And this is after President Biden ordered at least 1,000, maybe like 4,000 U.S. troops back to Afghanistan to help in the extraction of other Americans. This seems counterintuitive and ridiculous, obviously, to me. But knowing that the ultimate goal is to get all of our troops out of Afghanistan is good. The separation here is we have people that are not troops in Afghanistan, and we're using U.S. troops as human shields to protect those people. Apparently, those like probably U.S. contractors, people that are profiting from Afghanistan in some way, that are not U.S. troops at all, aren't even family members or anything, that are like employees of corporations, I suppose. I'm not even sure what's going on with that, but U.S. troops are being used to help these non-military Americans get out of Afghanistan. And to me, that should not be happening. Once a U.S. troop is out of Afghanistan, they should not be ordered back. That's crazy. So that's at the top of my head today. Now that's obviously the president, and you've signed a contract if you're in the U.S. military to, salute, obey orders. That's the agreement. You've agreed to do so. And part of the job is being in harm's way, and that's why you get all the Army training, is to, know how to take out an enemy, but also learn how to avoid getting shot too. Watching for movement in the distance, listening for sounds in the distance, anything that is abnormal, you gotta say something, you gotta get cover, you gotta be alert at all times, especially if you're overseas or someplace hostile to America. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about was going to church. Totally different topic, obviously. So when you go to a church, I notice that almost every church service has a music service first, right? And some churches, they just have a hymnal and an organ and people sing songs, and the pastor, he's sitting or standing and he's singing the song along with everybody else, and everybody's just doing the same thing. But some churches, apparently, we have the pastor looking at the audience, watching them, making sure everyone is participating, and then singling out those individuals who are not participating in the ritual. That concerns me. When we have a pastor who is actively watching for people that are non-compliant, so to speak. That kind of takes me back to the old Nazi days of Germany in 1934, back when I wasn't born. But that's the way it was. They had rallies, and if you're not, doing the arms salute thing and all that stuff, people are going to find out, and they're going to question you. They're going to find out what the heck is going on. And we had a similar thing like that here in the U.S. Sorry for the jog. I hit my little tripod-y thing. Have to get a more steady location for this thing. I'm trying to get it so I'm doing these once a day, but I just redid this particular room. This is my spare bedroom, and I took a picture of the bed, put it on Marketplace to sell, and now it's up against the wall behind this camera. So I just set up my desk and computer stuff behind me, so now I can do that. And I'm going to start doing my this thing in here as well. And I'm hoping that eventually this hideous wallpaper will come down, the horrid carpet will come out, and I'll have some nice wood type flooring and some normal looking paint on the walls, like a dark gray, light gray, something like that. You know, some guy color, right? So anyway, so if you haven't ever noticed at your church, for those that go to church, in the music service, first locate your pastor and see whether or not he's kind of looking over the audience as people are singing the songs. Are people staring? People that are in, people that are part of the staff, are they staring at the audience, making sure everybody's participating? Or is everybody, do they not care? Because I know you have both types. So my concern is for those people that are going to a church where the pastor is watching to make sure everybody's participating. To me, that feels a little ominous, like they're controllers and they want to make sure everybody's under his spell and his control. So, yeah. Thankfully, everybody's allowed to leave. And you don't have to come back if you don't want to. But just be aware of, certain types of pastors that are controllers and they like to dominate and they want to make sure everybody is agreeing with everything he says, and that can be a little scary if he goes off on a tangent and starts demanding that you give him lots of money, or everybody's going to go to some foreign country, who knows what, right? Just a reminder, there was something in like 1975 or 6 or so in Indianapolis, Indiana, Jim Jones with his People's Church, and he said that God told him that they needed to go to Guyana down in South America, I believe. And they went down and they had a big whole thing going. And they're like, maybe 1,000 people or so. And this was all over the news back then. And he said everybody needs to take this juice and that everybody's going to go to heaven. And it was like a Kool-Aid laced with arsenic or cyanide or something. And almost all of them died. In fact, a senator came down to see what the heck was going on because one of the people that went to that church called their senator and said, something's not right here. You need to come and investigate. And he sure did. And one of Jim Jones's staff shot and killed the senator. That's how this blew up and became giant news back when. So just be careful what church you're going to. Be careful as to what pastor you're following. Just be careful as to who you're following in general, because there's some not so nice people out there that are controllers. So make sure you're not being led in a bad direction. All right, that's all I got. It's about 8 minutes in. Hope you all have a good day. Coming up on Friday. Hope you have a good one and a good weekend. And we'll talk to you later.